So let's start the scene as opposed to just chatting with each other. Like your purpose here is to talk to someone about the person that you're representing, right? What they did or did not do. Whether this is a real case, all right? So that's what heightens it for you, because this means a lot to you because it's your job. Same thing with you, right? So instead of just sort of reading this to each other, I want you to take these moments and some of these lines where you kind of getting at her and you're like, well, this isn't, but like talk to her, get in her face when it comes to stuff like that. Let it matter to you, because if it doesn't matter, then it's not real. So it's got to be, that's the way you just make it real for yourself. This person is truly, like, this case means everything to you. This is what you do every day. Okay? So, and you react to her the way you would if this case were real. You know what I mean? So let's start there, and then I'll stop and see. Let's start with the first, try to punch those first couple of lines, and then let it sort of expand and see where we can go from there. Okay?
I assume there's a good reason for calling me in on a Saturday.
Why? Did I take you from something?
Nothing big, just my private life.
You work for the DA. You have no private life.
I keep forgetting that.
Don't worry, we'll make it up to you.
When?
Let's see. Never.
Sounds fair.
Look, I'm sorry, but I got called in on this too. I was told it couldn't wait till Monday.
Okay, let's stop. Now, when you said, go back a couple lines.
You work for the DA, you don't have a private life?
Right. I want you to look at her, both those lines, if you can.
Okay.
Just get them. Just get those two short little lines down. You know what she says in between, right?
She says I keep, that's one line together. So
right.
Nothing big, just a private life. You work for the DA, you don't have a private life.
Right.
I keep forgetting that. Don't worry, we'll make it up to you.
Right. So my point is, when she asks you that question, you answer her, but look at her. Mm-hmm. Look at her until she finishes talking for the next line. And then if you need to look down at the paper, because the line should tell you what your next line should be. Because she's asking you a question. How do I answer that? Well, it's right there. So don't use that as a, you know what I'm saying, a crutch, because you probably already know what the answer is. You looked at it 3 or 4 times already. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just trust yourself and go ahead and say it to her face.
Okay.
Looking at her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like let's see if we can make this first part real, and then when you need to like follow some of these lines, then you can look down. But if we started off like, boom, this is what I need from you. This, and you're like, fine, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure, whatever. You just let's see if we can get a little bit more of this. Like even cheat out if you need to. Like cheat facing her. Like turn. Yeah, exactly. That way you're kind of forced to look at her as opposed to facing this way and looking down. You're facing that way and you're looking up. Okay? Let's start over.
I assume there's a good reason for calling me in on a Saturday.
Good.
Did I take you from something?
Nothing big, just my private life.
You work for the DA. You don't have a private life.
I keep forgetting that.
Don't worry, we'll make it up to you.
When?
Let's see. Never.
Sounds fair.
Look, I'm sorry, but I got called in on this too. I was told it couldn't wait till Monday.
So what's up?
Ever heard of Franklin Marshall?
The oil guy?
Yep, that's the one.
Didn't he just die or something?
Not or something. He's very dead.
And what, an autopsy came back with results that turned out to be suspicious?
Why did you say that?
Because every time one of these guys who has more money than God dies in this town, the autopsy is almost always suspicious to someone. Anyway, I heard this guy had like 90 different types of cancer, all fatal.
Okay, on that line, when you say anyway, it's like, okay, enough of that. Now, I heard this like a total different, you're having a totally different conversation now. You just flipped it. Okay, all right, enough with that.
Okay.
And then you start this thing about cancer, so just spill that off to her. Anyway, this is and just give her that information and try. You guys are doing good. I really wish you guys would take my class, but you can now anytime. So because you're doing really good, but I need you to look at her more. So you're looking at her as she reads her line. I need you to look at her while she's reading her line. Then when she's finished, then I'll let you look down.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Then take that moment. It's a beat.
Okay.
You take it. But the line, it comes across.
Come here, look.
She's looking at you,
Come here.
and you're looking down.
Okay.
So she's getting nothing
Okay.
from you, right?
Okay.
All right?
Okay, where do you want us to start?
Cut.
Because anytime.